Hello, I'm the Eternal Newbie. The extra L is for lament. As in, I'm here to lament the death of my first and favorite character. Before I get started, if you like this video, I'd appreciate a subscribe. And check out my other videos. Today's topic, however, is a heavy one, and it's what I consider the worst thing about Dungeons & Dragons. Today I'm talking about losing your character and how to deal with it. This happened to my monk from a game I've talked about before. We'd just finished a battle where we stopped a gang from kidnapping a bartender. We win that, but we're all looking rough except the fighter. He's still in pretty good shape. Then we learned the bartender was one of them and had put something in our food to knock us out. They messed up though. You see, 2 of us are elves, and we don't sleep. Ever. So only the paladin goes down, and we call it there for the night. I'm only at like 4 hit points, but it's my turn next, and I'm going to get some health back. When we pick back up, the DM tells us to reroll initiative because this is a new battle. It makes sense. We are fighting a different group, though I am not particularly happy about it because I was going first. Not anymore. I roll low, and other than death saves, that's the last time I ever rolled on that character. I go down before I even get a turn. Now, there are 2 players still up, and they just end up getting horrible luck. Like chasing a black cat under a ladder bad luck. The other elf wants to get out of there, but his dimension door gets counterspelled, and he goes down soon afterwards. Now it's just the fighter. He misses and misses round after round. He used some potions, but he ends up going down. He was already under 2 levels of exhaustion, so there's no chance of him running away. He did manage to get the paladin up before he went down, and she goes straight back down before she even gets a turn. So we're all unconscious, but at least we all passed our death saving throws. Then the DM tells us the enemies take our unconscious bodies with them, and we're never heard from again. He goes on to describe our funerals and then tells us what plans he had for our personal story arcs. Well, he tells the Eldarin and the Paladin. The fighter left Discord when he found out we were dead, and I told the DM I didn't want to hear it. It felt like rubbing salt in the wound. That's how we went out, and I'll admit it, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. But that's not the important part. You see, this is the first time I've lost a character I cared about. Itham was my favorite character, ever. He was the first character that I had really developed. He was the character I'd learned to roleplay with. He was special to me. And then he was gone. Honestly, it made me feel a bit silly. You see, I've had some real hard times in my life. I mean, who hasn't? Well, maybe him, but most of us have, and I felt kind of silly about how hard it hit me. But then I realized something. It's amazing that I made a character, one who started as just a thought in the back of my head, that could affect me so deeply.
Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you forgot, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing.
And to me, that's the great thing about this game. When my character dies in video games, I never get emotional. Okay, so maybe I get a little mad, but I don't get sad, and I don't even think about it afterwards. Days later, I was still thinking about how much I missed my monk. So Itham may be gone, but he's not forgotten, and who knows, a slightly different version of him may come back to a new game someday. But unfortunately, not with this group as it's fallen apart. It's totally not my fault though, because even though I was a bit upset, I took it like a mature adult.
I don't want to.
The DM didn't really want to play Dungeons & Dragons for a while after this, so he suggested a new game, but a few of my fellow players did not want to do a different system. Not me, of course. I was totally fine with it. Then the DM said something about hard feelings, and in a very mature and understated way, I explained that I was still a bit upset about the TPK. So, between that and a few other things, my group has disbanded. It's unfortunate. I've not been doing this very long, but I get the feeling this kind of group is not one that comes along very often. I mean, we all played off each other really well and always had fun. Not only did I lose a great character, but I also lost a great group and a great DM. This was my first character death. I certainly could have handled it a tiny bit better, but once again, the fact that it upset me so much shows just how important Itham was to me. And the fact that a character I created just a few months ago could mean so much shows just how great this game is. How do you deal with character deaths? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, play your character. Don't let your character play you.